Like, do you see that? How is this real? L's in the chat, boys. This is not a house. I know what you're thinking. What exactly is America's best Airbnb location?
What is it?
That's exactly what we're trying to find out.
We're building the first Airbnb ever designed entirely online using Instagram polls. We'll be visiting each region and have them compete against each other in a tournament. And you get to choose which region gets eliminated and which region survives.
Last week, we started with the Rockies versus the flyovers. So we flew to Idaho and Wyoming to see if the Rockies are actually worth building in.
But here's the twist. There's a wild card region.
And it only unlocks if we help plant 2,500 trees.
Because if we're building something, we want to give back too. Like and follow to stay tuned. Why is that literally a screensaver?
Oh my God.
So we just got directions to view our car's location. Where, I'm still zooming out, that's just not where we are. Mississippi. So when you visit Jackson, make sure you book your car in Jackson, Wyoming, and not Jackson, Mississippi. The deal might be too good to be true.
So we just ended up renting a brand new car. Yeah.
Oh, it's so windy. What is going on?
What are we doing?
Wow.
Oh, that's holy.
We finally made it. 1,699 miles. Well, I guess a little bit more than that because we're actually in Idaho. We're not in Wyoming. Our first stop, our first Airbnb, which is the one right in the back, is actually in Driggs, Idaho. A little bit hectic on the way here. A lot of hiccups. Not gonna lie, we got the wrong car. Our car was in Jackson, Mississippi. So we're gonna shoot everything real quick, and then we'll see the rest of the house. So our first Airbnb was actually located inside of a residential neighborhood. Definitely not what we were expecting, but it looked very cozy. The place has an upstairs, a downstairs, and even a wood-burning fireplace. The upstairs room actually doubled as an office. Not sure what they were going for with the standing desks that couldn't stand. But the front windows are absolutely beautiful. The only problem I have with it is that when the sun goes down, it definitely started to creep me out. Note to self, curtains are a must when we build our Airbnb. See you tomorrow. We've officially... Whoa. This is Obi. Say what's up, Obi.
Hello.
Hello. This is day 2 of our Wyoming series. This house actually treated us really well. So a little switch of plans. Today we're actually going to be touring 2 multi-million-dollar houses. And I don't know if we're going to get a whole lot of inspiration from it, but when are you going to ever get a chance to go into a $25 million house? We actually have another Airbnb we're going to spend the night today. And that's going to be a little bit of a surprise because we just secured it last night.
At this first one. The next one. Yo!
This is crazy.
Oh my God, I can't believe this. We are literally about to pull up to a $25 million property and this is the view.
All right, double change of plans. This isn't the $25 million house, right?
Nah, but it is $17 million.
17.
And it's a little more modern. It was built in 2000. It was not used as a fishing lodge. It was always just a cabin. So we'll see how they do it when they just spend $17 million to make a modern luxury cabin. That's what we're gonna go see.
Nice.
Welcome to Trader Road. Come on in. Let me show you my favorite part of the house first, the new addition, which is the primary wing. So this addition was built in 2019 and 2020. You have floor to ceiling glass on both sides, so you feel like you're outside. As you can see, they don't even need blinds or curtains because no one's looking in. So again, I think this was larger than my first apartment, this whole area. So you have your double-sided vanity here, also no mirrors by design, and huge shower. And then the best part, even better, is the 2 closets This one, you can arm wrestle over who gets which closet, but this one is unmatched here in Jackson. Not only do you have all of your personal items behind a closed door, you have a beautiful display case. Updated kitchen a few years ago, new countertops, all Miele appliances, glass covered cabinets. An interesting characteristic about this property is the abundance of the aspen trees and the conifers and all of the evergreens here on this lot. We're literally on top of a butte called Grovont North, and most buttes are barren on top due to the altitude, wind, terrain, things like that. But this particular lot is extremely forested, which is what provides you all of this beautiful, beautiful privacy. These are western-facing Southern Teton Range views where you can overlook the western side of the valley. You also can see the Jackson Hole Mountain Resort ski runs. So in the winter, you can check it out before heading out to go ski. So this is the original primary suite that is now basically a junior primary since they did the addition. And I will say they did put shades on this window, but as you may have noticed, there weren't shades on any of the other windows because you literally have extreme privacy with all these aspen groves, and the only thing looking at you might be a deer or a moose. So theater room here, and with the powder room, a wet bar, and then over here through this door is a wine cellar. And this is the patio on the front side of the home. You're facing west here. You have a gas grill, obviously ample room for a large dining table or whatever your family needs are. But one of the best things too is looking over this way to the Southern Teton Range, also known as the Snake River Range. I'm Ashley DePrisco. Thank you for hanging out with me today here on top of Grovont North and Jackson Hole. Click the link in the bio for more info.
Yeah! We have just arrived to our final destination for today. Well, other than our Airbnb. This is how many? What's the price?
$25 million. It's on Thunder Road. Like, I feel like $1 million is just for the name of the road.
Yeah. I would love to live in Wyoming, but one bad thing about it is that basically the 1%ers live here. You can't really purchase a lot of property because most of the areas, most of the land here is private. And a condo that's not even 1,000 square feet will run you up about $2 million. Oh my God. This is not a house.
This is what $25 million will get you in Crescent H Ranch on the west bank of Jackson Hole. Come on. This home has incredible custom ironwork. There's a chandelier here, then the grate for the enormous wood-burning fireplace. Again, just to talk about the scale of this home, this dining room table reminds me of something that you would imagine from literally the Knights of the Round Table. This home on 35 acres is just over 8,000 square feet and has 4 bedrooms and 4.5 bathrooms. So I have never seen to date another property here in Jackson that has boardwalks like this one does. Let me show you. This home is currently listed at just under $25 million. Click the link in the bio to schedule a tour and learn more.
What do we need to do? Give us some time. Give us like 3 months.
Yeah.
We're just going to get back to Columbus, put in all the work. We'll be back with our $25 million.
Yeah.
I mean, are you in?
All right.
Change of plans. We're at least at a brand new Airbnb. We didn't think we're gonna get this until today?
Like 5 hours ago.
5 hours ago. And it's actually probably the coolest Airbnb, one of the coolest Airbnbs I've been to, that's for sure. It is severe thunderstorms. There are poor cows being destroyed by rain out there. We have rain leaking through the side of our dome. It's actually raining a lot right now. We're cooked. Why does this Airbnb community work so well compared to other Airbnbs? I'm thinking one word. Are you ready? We're gonna say a word at the same time.
Hold on. All right, ready.
3, 2, 1. Amenities.
Amenities.
Let's go! Amenities. This place has amenities. which is actually a little bit harder to come by recently.
We've got a water purifier machine that I don't know how to use, but it's nice to have because the last place we didn't even have any water. We had to go to the gas station at like 11 p.m. We've got the curtains.
Finally have curtains.
So if we want some privacy, even though this one's actually nice because there's not going to be anything other than cows peeping at us, but it's nice to have the option. I mean, there was the campfire area that we may not see today, but that's pretty cool. I would even say this view is like an amenity. Like being able to walk out there up to the cows and in the grass is like an experience, you know, that's included with the property.
All right, Obi, last night in Jackson Hole, what are the criteria do you think we would need to hit to have a successful and great Airbnb?
Elevation is really cool. I like the mountains, the contrast between the landscape right in front of us and the mountains. It's almost like a literal photo backdrop, and it's just hard to not smile when you see the mountains like that, especially the sun hitting on them. I would love to find a great location, just like the perfect lot that shows off the area.
And I think privacy is a big thing for me. Not being able to see what's outside, but other people can see what's inside kind of spooks me.
Crazy that this is the first one that had curtains in it. I think curtains is a big piece of the next. Even though this is not like drywall, like this ceiling, it just looks kind of soft and cozy and comfortable. I think just feeling comfortable in a place where you're unfamiliar with is big.
Yeah, I think intentional design is a big thing because some people, I can tell that they just kind of put together things because they want to just put an Airbnb on the market and, you know, as a cash grab. But I feel like the ones that really stick out and the ones that are really successful are the ones that, you know, intentionally designed. The owners actually live in the space. They understand what it's like to live through it, and they see the problems and they fix them. And I think that's the big thing. Like, they want to show that it can be livable. If there was someone to live in there for a month or even more, they can be like comfortable enough to do so. Well, we have Idaho again tomorrow. Let's see what we learned there. Trailer?
Honestly, I feel like it's a sweet ending. Like,
I think it'll be a sweet ending.
It'll feel very Idaho, I bet.
Yeah.
We really came out here and got every single angle. Like the big cabin, the modern futuristic dome, then ending in a little aesthetic trailer.
I wish we could write it off to the sunset or something.
Literally. We got to figure out how to move it.
Yeah. See you in Idaho. Good morning. It is officially our last day, full day of the trip, and our definite last morning in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Obi, how's your morning? How do you feel?
Feeling excellent, man. Waking up to these cows, giving me a nice little mood to get out of bed.
How's your sleep?
Hanging in there. I mean, feeling better than what I thought, honestly. Yeah. We're running on like probably 2 to 3 hours less sleep than we usually get, but these
Which
views
is already bad.
It's already bad, but like the views make up for it. Like being in nature, I think just naturally wakes you up, so I'm actually in a pretty good mood.
Yeah. This is an example of an Airbnb that has it really down together. They have, first of all, they have community building. Like, they have accessible boardwalks with lights that go all between these domes and to the community center right up front, where you can get breakfast and you can check in. Super easy, super simple. Like, do you see that? How is this real? This is a painting. This is not real. As someone born and raised in the Midwest, to be able to see mountains like this just feels so surreal. Are we the first people to eat an Uncrustable in front of the Yay Mountains? It feels like we just unlocked creative mode in Minecraft. I would have never known that there are actually so many things you can do in Wyoming. And apparently it's a crime to visit Jackson Hole Ski Resort without actually trying the waffles at the top. Pretty good waffles. We made it up, almost 14,000 feet, but Obi is feeling a little sick. Well, he's not sick. He's high.
Okay. Let me clarify. I am delirious because of lack of oxygen. I don't know what the rules are and laws on anything else over here, but apparently they outlaw oxygen at the top of a mountain, and I'm not enjoying that part.
Obi, what is your one message to the world?
Just send it.
Full send it, baby. I take it back. Wyoming is super worthwhile to visit. We left the Tetons and we're finally in
Wyoming, Idaho, and this thing is a beautiful place. Look at, I mean, we're gonna put like B-roll over, like, look at this, it's beautiful. And we haven't even gotten to our Airbnb yet, but I'm already feeling that this is the top candidate out of all the places we've been, not gonna lie.
Yeah, the problem with Driggs, our first Airbnb, was that it was like hilly. It was not a lot of nature scene. I feel like there was a little bit of a downtown, which is cool and all, but if you're coming out to Idaho, if you're coming out to Wyoming or out west, you want to be in nature.
What?
Yo! Where are we? What is this?
This looks like a paradise up there. Dog,
This is crazy. Hold on, look at this. Oh my. The camera's not doing it justice, but this is so beautiful. It is like so much flat land, but in the back is just surrounded by mountains.
Yo, Obi. 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 And I think this one might be asleep.
After exploring how beautiful Wyoming, Idaho actually is, we had to wrap up our night at our last Airbnb. This is a 1972 Airstream. Everything in here was retro, like it has a lava lamp. So we got 2 twin beds, a pull-out couch, and a kitchenette. Unfortunately, the state of Idaho didn't want us to leave tomorrow, so it hit us with a storm. Do you hear this? We're trapped in a Pringles can. Actually got some pretty good sleep in this bad boy last night. This trip has been very educational and humbling. I found out that it's really hard to have the perfect Airbnb. I mean, each Airbnb that we stayed at, there was always something that, wasn't perfect. Yesterday there was a leaky window. The first day there was bugs falling from the ceiling. Today none of the lights worked, but that goes to show how much time and effort this is going to take, and to also keep my expectations realistic, because this is hard. Honestly, I came into this trip with 0 expectations, but I actually left with a ton of inspiration for what our Airbnb could actually become. I don't know if we'll end up building out here, but that's for you guys to decide. I'll see you in the next one.